Hey, it's your girl Monique 69 Waste, and I'm down here for another recap review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 4. But before I get into this episode, if you are new here, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and hit the like button for me and share this video out if you're entertained. Yes, let me get into this recap. So we have episode 14. I mean 4, not 14, 4. So I'm trying to make this brief because I'm trying to get to the end. And we already know what happened at the end, okay? Let's just say I'm not Team Twirl, but I'm on Kenya's side, okay? With this. Okay. So the episode start off, we see Angela and Brit, they taking a stroll. I don't know. I guess they supposed to be working out or do a walk or what have you. And Angela just shared that things not going great with her family and how she's not getting along with her sister, and Charles is not getting along with the mama because they got into a big blowout about cleaning up. And when people get a particular age, they hold grudges. And then she also shared that she not get along with her sister, and Charles mad at the mother because Angela been sharing like her marital problems, I guess, with Charles and the mother. And then once you share information or anything of a relative partner and how they treating them and stuff like that, of course you're gonna feel away just hearing it because you don't want your family member to be going through anything with a partner, especially if it's messed up. So she shared information, then the mom gives an opinion, then it's a big blow up, she say. And she's talking about cleaning. I don't know. It's like she missing some information for me. And since my last recap, I learned that she like leaving out some information, like with the whole her and Charles talking about how they separated in 2017 and stuff like that, and this potential side baby or side child. He's not a baby; he's a child. That they did show when she was going through the children ages, and they skipped his age. So it's like, okay, what's really going on? So it's like she's sharing and she's not. So, but I did see that Wendy Williams clip of her, Wendy Williams clip talking about her and what she said when Wendy was going through it with her ex-husband. So yeah, Angela, I know you trying to cover something that's already out there, so it make you look kind of crazy. But nevertheless, I did enjoy the part where a bug flew in Brit mouth. I was calculating up. Um, so Brit, no, so Angela talk about how her and Shamia got on the wrong foot, and she just want to hash things out and move forward. And then Brit did talk about her problems with her family, so we're gonna see that later. Talk about that later, I should say. And she also bring up how she's not getting along, how Kenya is mean to her or something, how she's snooty and I guess uptight or what have you, how she talks to her and stuff like that, how she's acting towards her. But my thing is, girl, she gave you a hug at the ball main event. So I don't get this um gripe against Kenya. It's like out of nowhere. It's like made up in her head. It's like a figure of her imagination, okay? It's like she's making this thing up with her and Kenya in her head. Like we see it go down one way and then she sees it another way in her head. So I'm looking like it's just weird, okay? Weird. So yes, that was their scene. So we get down to Shamia's mansion, and she's outside by the poolside, and then her sister come to visit. When her sisters come to visit, and she was just talking about and listened to. I mean, played a record for her sister never had. Um, the record she did with RL, which RL from Next. So he produced the record, and she sound good. I'm as I listen more and more to it, it grows. It's growing on me. So she sound great, and I like it. And this is not. She said she's thinking about playing it for the girls at because Angela did invite her to the bank vote dinner they is having later. So yeah, so she just explained that, and she said she just wants to extend the olive branch to Angela because she realized and thought about how it was wrong by attacking her physical appearance, which why I said in my last recap, which was wrong. That's why I say I put the blame more on Shmi in that argument. But um yeah, I'm glad she realized that was wrong, but she did it again in the confessional. So I'm looking like she's just talking about how she don't know how she gonna moonwalk that back of the insult, her physical appearance, and then she just said her nose is mine. I just bust out laughing. It was a kiki, but it was wrong at the same time. I'm like, oh, when did she shoot this confessional, and when did this olive branch giving happen? Because yeah, yeah, she did it again. I guess she couldn't help herself, but yeah. So that was that scene. Then it got interrupted by people mowing the lawn. What else? So we moved. This is a scene that I really liked. That really, I really like this scene between Kelly and Kenya. It's giving real, okay, real on real, okay, and vulnerability for me. So we get Kelly stopping by Kenya Moore hair spa. It looked nice inside. I remember she was working on this the last season, so we saw it was really bare. So yeah, so it looks nice. It turned out to it looks nice. Um, so she came by. She Kenny was like, "Who is this?" Like she said, she had to walk around with a bodyguard, Big Kenny. So she was just saying about her ex. She said we both got a mark, and she said her mark she had to get a restraining note on him. And Ken was like, is this just for the heck of it? Or this is like something like really happened? She was like, yeah, he threatened me in court. I'm like, yeah, you got to be a crazy mug to be threatening you in court. And then he was held contempt of court or whatever. It was, he must been crashing out bad because you must be losing your marbles to do that in front of the judge. That's all I got to say. But the judge grant her a restraining order. So, yeah. And he just threatened her life, and she just said she want to be around for her kids, her daughter. She said, yeah, so she just taking all this extra precautions, security precautions, because a restraining order just a paper. But some people don't care about that, so they will try to get to said person by any means. But yeah, so she got Big Kenny on the job, being her bodyguard, rightfully so, because the ex sounds crazy. And Kenya was shocked hearing that it was like that with her soon to be ex husband. And what's her name? Kelly said the spa looked nice. She said, "Are you going to franchise?" She said, "That's what I want to do." And then Kenya was just asking her like, "I need help. Like, how did you get people in the door?" She said, "Like a good word of mouth." Excuse me, a good word of mouth. Helping. And she said, she's like afraid to. She's like second guessing herself. Like, did she do the right thing? Because she said she's $400,000 in. And she said she like spent Brooklyn college fund on it, like gamble her college fund on this business venture. I mean, any brick and mortar business is a hard It's hard. Yeah, so I looked up her hair spa. It's only open for like 3 days a week. I don't know what's going on. I see some good reviews, but she is doing natural hair. I don't see no servicing the girls with the weaves or the sew-ins stuff like that. But I think she should, like, I don't know, maybe changing around a little bit, you know. And yeah, she only opened 3 days a week. So what I saw when I Google it. So, and she's crying about it. She get emotional about it because it is a huge gamble, and if she can't get people in the door, how she's going to maintain this business unless she get business partners. I don't know. And I hopefully it works out for her. And yeah, I just hate that the what happened this season of her being suspended indefinitely from this season. So I just hate it because it's like not putting money in her pocket. Yeah, so she get emotional about it. It's just a real scene. And Kelly gave her some encouraging words like it will work out. Okay? You got this. Like that. So so we get this performative scene with Porsha and her. Basically, she's having a business meeting with her team for the Go Naked and the Pamper sheet line. And yeah, I call it performative because like she put something quick together. Let me say that. And because we know she is going through that terrible divorce with Simon, and she cannot film in her marital home. So we got her doing this business meeting. I want to say this is like the first or second time I ever see Porsha have a business meeting about any of her products that she got going on or that she's selling. So she her plan was when she got married, her plan was to retire at 40 till she wanted to live a soft life. But I was like, that what you get. Like, why would you quit all your jobs? I was even side-eyeing when she was quitting all her jobs just to be married to this man. I did not like that because you have a child now. But yeah, Porsha gonna do what Porsha gonna do. I just thought it was stupid to quit all her jobs and stuff like that. And I think while she said she was trying to live a soft life, I think she probably let some of the business stuff like go by the wayside, like Go Naked and especially Pampered. She said it was only a sheet pillowcase line, right? And she wanted to expand to comforters. I'm like, girl, you should have been doing that during the pandemic. That's what you should have been doing instead of trying to steal people's husbands. But yeah, like you should have been expanded by now because you said you had this for a while. So yeah, you should have been. It should be comforters out now, and then you be doing something else in that line. Okay, so like this is like, I used to like Porsha, believe it or not, but she is really not likable this season for me, and cause she just be doing crazy stuff. You know how you be rooting for somebody and then they just do crazy stuff, and now she got a daughter and stuff. She said now she want to build $1 billion business. I'm like, girl, you would have been on that. You would have been well there if you not let this stuff go by the wayside, trying to live a soft life. I mean, I'm not mad at somebody trying to live a soft life, but have a soft life and still have this going for generational wealth, okay? For Pilar, in my opinion. But yeah, so I would also like to see, like I said in one of my recaps, Porsha like setting up a photo shoot for Go Naked because she said they need more ambassadors and stuff like that. And then it was good to see cousin Lonnie, RP to Lundy. I liked her when Porsha had her terrible Porsha Family Never Matters show. I liked her and the aunt. So these are the relatives that was on her father's side of the family. So they had common sense. Okay. But yeah, so and then we get Johnny, Messy Johnny sing like, but he's just talking about how Drew reached out and Dennis and stuff like that about music because he got some ties to the music industry and stuff like that. And then that's when she's talking about how Drew trying to white single female her. I'm like, okay, Porsha, not too much. Because she's an ambassador for your hair. And she's like the only one I really noticed that would during the pandemic, especially during the pandemic, to promote Go Naked Hair, in my opinion. I mean, it's a win-win for both of you guys, to be honest. Because sometimes I do be forgetting that Porsha got a hairline. I really do. And then this pamper line coming up again, I forgot. I really have. So yeah. But I just, yeah, she just need to. I hope this just not a scene moment. I hope she just really do take this her business even further or serious since she is going through this divorce. She needs something. Okay. But yeah, I think that's all for that scene. Um, then we get another performative scene. I call this performative scene because the way Drew was explaining her and Ralph relationship and how they going through divorce and how things is not great. I understand you have good days, you have bad days with this person you about to is divorcing, but yeah, she better than me because mm-mm. Nope, she definitely was acting in this scene because ain't no way. Ain't no way if I'm going through a divorce with this conehead mother, no. Mm-mm. I would say no bueno. No, no, no. Um so the kids, he was out there, Ralph was out there playing with the kids. She came out there, she dismissed the kids, and then she's talking about how the article came out about the divorce. So the cat's out the bag about the divorce. He said one of the kids brought him an article about it, and then he also said that she shared some articles about stuff like narcissists and stuff like that. And the producers asked Drew will make Ralph a narcissist. She said, "Ooh, let me look it up." I'm like, and then she read off a definition and she said, "It's yep, that's him." I was like, "Okay." I mean, it's a lot of people don't know what a narcissist is because they just be throwing it out there. It's like one of those popular buzzwords, in my opinion. But yeah. So there was that, and she was just saying like she did not want to destroy him, like make things hostile, I should say. She just wanted to make a clean break for him because she said this is what you like really wanted. You wanted to be outside. And then he get a confessional, but my girl Kid didn't get a confessional, but we just gonna let that rock. So he got a confessional, stuff like that. And then the messy producer, I don't know who the producer of this show is. Is it truly original? I want to say, but they up there asking like, why you ain't got no shirt on under your suit jacket? Like nobody really noticed that until they said it, pointed out for me. I mean, I wasn't looking. I don't be looking at Ralph that deep of what he got on. So it's not why you got no shirt on. It was just yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm like, let me find out that producer want to date Ralph or something. But yeah, so and then she said the judge, made some rules about him being in the basement and stuff. And when it comes to spending time with the kids, she said, if you want your kids, I'll give you your kids. You can just say you want your kids. She said, I don't have no problem with it. And then um they did this weird ATL Cribs MTV ATL Cribs thing of Ralph and his lair in the basement. So we get to see how he's living down there. It's like a ATL Cribs or something. So it's a nice big basement for him for living quarters and stuff like that. And they got like a theater, the kitchen, everything. He got everything he need down there. So it's like a little apartment down there. So good for him. And that's all I could remember from their moments. of this performative scene. I cannot. I cannot. Okay. Moving on to a scene where we have Brit meeting up with her sister Cher. I want to say his name is Cher. It's a big sister actually, and her sister just she said she ain't talked to her a while, like in a month or something. She haven't seen Cher kids in a month, and and it's coming to catch up. Spend some one-on-one time alone. And the sister just great expressing how she has this defense mechanism of blocking people because she blocked the mama. She's not getting along with the mama at the moment. She blocked people. I'm like, I hear you and I feel you on somewhat parts, but that you gotta find that's not a good defense mechanism, just blocking people. How you gonna ever fix it? You have to unblock. But it is what it is. She just expressed it to Brit how she feels. Mike is always like every time y'all get into these relationships with said partner, it's like y'all threw me to the wayside. Like it's all about your partner and your partner. And you can kind of see that with Brit and Mike because it's giving codependency. She was like, my man, my man, my man. And she just said, I just want when I want to talk to you, I don't want Mike be there with you. And Bert said, if you want to talk, you just say, I want to talk to you alone. She said, I shouldn't have to. I'm like, she shouldn't have to. If she said she want to talk to you personally, I mean, talk to you in private or talk to you, period, Mike should not be there. She ain't say, I want to talk to you and Mike. Okay, so I get what the sister is coming from. Like, I just want some of your time. Like, don't forget about your big sis. Okay. I understand you have a relationship and I respect that. You know what I mean? But that's what was given what I got from this conversation between the two. And as they was eating and talking, she said, you hear your phone buzz and stuff like that and ding and stuff like that. I'm like, she said, this is Mike calling me now or texting me now. I'm like, is he outside in the parking lot or something? Cause what you can't even shoot a scene good enough to talk to your sister. I guess, but they just need to try to do better. I guess that's what they left it at. They need to just try to do better. I guess of communication and understanding. So we get down. This is a little cute. It's a quick scene right here with Drew and Ralph. I mean not Ralph. Dennis. I'm like, when I saw this scene, I'm like, so much for Porsha trying to stop Dennis from filming with Drew. Like, what? I'm like, oh, so we do get a scene with Drew and Dennis in the studio, which I was hoping because this is part of her storyline, not just the divorce from Ralph Conehead is also her music. So she already put the project out, the second week of the show being out. So it's a good body of work in my opinion. I listen to it. I still listen to it. It's a good album. I saw she put out a visual for Delulu. That was cute. It was like a little animated. It was cute. Yeah, so this is not like no for play. This is like for real. So and she just shared her grievances with Dennis about Porsha thing of it all. She said, I didn't know you told me Porsha was good. She said, I did not know Porsha had a problem with it until now. And I believe her in that aspect. And she said she been trying to reach out to and talk to this chick. And then it's like she was cool with it. She said, I ain't had no problem. I had nothing. Porsha had no problem with nothing. He said, since we started working together, she was in Nigeria eating fufu. So basically he's saying like since she's going through this divorce, she is like focusing on attention on what they got going on. Basically, that's what it's given. So she said, I think Drew is over it with this Porsha conversation and stuff like that. She's just over it. She said it is what it is. She said she tried to reach out to this girl, which I believe, and I said last recap that Porsha, it seemed like Porsha is dodging Drew due to you had time to sit down with Kelly, but not Drew. And you have all these grievances, like I know who you are, I know who she is, and stuff like that. Like if it's that deep, why you prolonging this one-on-one? Do a one-on-one, do a group discussion. I don't care, but I just tired of hearing about this courtesy or something. But I just wish Drew just texted like me and Dennis working together, and that's about it, and filming together. And he might be filming the scene with me in the studio since this is my storyline. This is what I'm working on. Okay, so it is what it is. But that was just it, because she want him to bridge the gap, but he was like, "You take the lead." Basically, he like, "I ain't trying to deal with that with Porsha." So yeah, that was that scene. Um, let's get to the vote, the bank vote denture. We heard that some of them was like concerned about the location because it was in Bankhead. And I'm not from Atlanta, I'm from Chicago, so I don't know. I heard that's like the hoodish part of the area. And I'm like, okay. I mean, in my opinion, hood area restaurants and stuff like that be having the best food, in my opinion. I'm just saying. But yeah, so it's like a actual vault. It's like this big as vault door that lady was opening and closing. It was cute. I would say it was real cute. Um, Everything was laid out, cute, and they were having the ladies arrived. It was a black attire. Kenya, leave it to Kenya to walk in in a different color. I'm like, now you know you're wrong, but it's on brand for Kenya because this is not the first time she did this. She did it the past seasons, the other people events. So I'm not shocked at all. But yeah, so Kenya walked in with her teal green Versace dress. I mean, it's Versace, but I didn't like the style. I like the color, but I didn't like the style of the dress. But she did come in, go around, give people like little taps or air kisses, hugs, and stuff. And when she got to Brit like, Kenya, that was a tab. We're not gonna start. I'm like, oh my gosh. Are you okay? I mean, Kenya was like, I didn't want to get makeup on me. Granted, she does have a light color on. So, and Drew is not being mad about her greeting because she did like an air kiss to Drew because Drew was on the phone as Kenya was making her rounds to the table. Kenya better than me because I would have get a general, hey everyone, hey. I acknowledge them, getting by their name and give it a wave, okay? But yeah, but she was just doing the courtesy thing of going around and acknowledging the ladies and stuff like that. And then I did see Shamia did come in. Shamia looked nice in her black, and I like the short hair on her. She did come with the olive oil with a branch in it, like literally a branch in the olive oil. It was cute and stuff like that. But she did extend it to Angela, and she apologized for attacking her physical appearance at the Balmain charity event that Kelly put on. So yeah, so she said that, and then Angela accepted. Okay, which was cool. And big of Shamia. And talk about, I think Kelly did mention about the event, how it turned out great, and then she said some people didn't buy nothing, and then Kenya was like, who all didn't buy nothing? She turns to Drew, and I'm like, Kelly, I like you, girl. I like you when you and your one-on-one scene with Kenya, because you ain't let your friendship with Brit determine how you want to move with Kenya. So I appreciate that. But girl, you look to Drew. I can name the person to the left of you. The person to the left of you didn't buy nothing either. She took a picture with a bag with Shamia, pretending like she bought it, but she didn't buy it. I could see Shamia bought something, but Yeah, so I don't know if Drew bought something. Now she claims she bought a $2,000 blazer, Balmain blazer for her son. I don't know if that's true. She said she had a text conversation with the sales associate. I'm like, okay. And they kept talking about she want to see receipts and stuff like that. And I'm like, you need to see receipts. Tell everybody to pull out their receipt at this moment, because I know to the girl, the lady to the, not the lady, but the woman to the left of you didn't buy nothing, because she talking about she was saving her coins for a divorce attorney or whatever. I'm like, Kelly, don't do that, because you're on the good terms with Porsha. Don't mean that, like, call everyone out, okay? Call everyone out. Tell them to pull out their receipts. So as she was looking at Drew's phone with this text message with the sales associate at the Balmain, income, you hear a ping of a text, and the text, I guess, Kelly face lit up, because it's like a text thread with I guess she saw Dennis' name and a bunch of other people. She said it's a text thread. She said, "Oh, you got a text for Dennis." I'm like, okay, Kelly girl, you doing too much in this scene right now. But yeah, but they didn't really expand on it. She said it's a group text. You see other names. So that was the end of that. And then she just told Drew to do better. I'm like, no, let's call everyone out. I want to know, like I said in my last recap, I want to know who bought something, who didn't. I was nosy. But yeah, so call everyone out. I just didn't like how she just focus on Drew. I mean, Drew is an easy target. Okay. Yeah, so there's that. And then Shamia did share with the table that she's working on her music and working on an album, and she has a song produced by RL, and she want the ladies to listen. So she pulled out her phone and she pulled up the song and she played Never Had. The number one hater up there, Porsha, talking about, that's not you. That's not like Drew. That's Drew. She said, "Oh, I don't know your singing voice." And then, Shamia was like, "Shh, you gotta listen." Like, Porsha was like talking as the song was playing, and she tried to play it, let the other ladies hear it. And here come Porsha hating ass, like saying slick shit. Like, and then when she's done playing the snippet, she's like, "Was you even on it?" Shamia better than me, baby. Shamia better than me. She is a class act, because, baby, no. We're not gonna play that game. You trying to make a scene in front of um the whole table about your friend. I mean, you've been friends with her since she was a teenager, and she said she's been singing ever since. Like, she can talk. So, and then I could have sworn she invited you to do y'all song the national anthem together at one of the Atlanta Hawks games or something. So, girl, no, you've been shady towards your friend. I don't know why. It's giving jealous much, because you ain't got nothing going on. Trying to revive Pamper by Porsha. Whew, that really pissed me off, and I just felt bad for Shamia in that moment. So yeah. So the ladies are at the table that was eating. So we get to the game part of them writing, I guess, a question for any person at the table on the said deposit slip. And they go around reading the said question that's on the slip and the name of the person who is it for. And I know one of the questions was for Angela about being is there anything she needs to share about her and Charles' relationship? She said no, it's really nothing deep. And then, Porsha talking about she knew, she said, "I heard something about Charles." And then, Brit said, like, "Oh, you got some tea." and stuff like that. And Angela was like, yeah, dude, share, like, what you heard about my husband? She said, oh no, I'll wait, I'll save it, I'll wait. I'm like, wait for what, Mad Day? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't know why Porsha just blurt that out. I'm like, they gonna want to know. And then Angela, her confessional was like, I know Porsha is not talking about somebody's husband when she don't even want to talk about her divorce against that fraud or whatever. It's like she called her a stupid bee in a confession. I was cracking up. But yeah, like Porsha, you need to relax because we know what you got going on. And you can't even film in your marital home. So relax. Okay. Um yeah, so that was one of the questions. Then another question was for I know one of the questions was for Kenya about her color of her panties, and then she got up, but the camera didn't show her showing her panties and stuff like that. That was like a little cute moment. Then there was another question for Kenya. It was just a lot. And no, it was like a portion. No, it was a question. On my bad. It was. Let me back it up. This was a question for Shamia. Like, what did she do to thank Gerald for that color that Rolls Royce? I was like, and then Shamia had to demonstrate. They said, give us the details. So she did. And you see in the picture right there, she was giving that deep throat action, and she stood up and bent over. So she gave him something that he can feel for that Rolls Royce. And I ain't blame her because that was like a $430,000 Rolls Royce. So good for her. Thank him all night. Thank him every day, honey, until the next birthday. Um, so that was a question for Shamia. Then we get another question for Kenya about why she's always in married women's business or business something. A woman. You could tell it was a Brit question because she had to correct it because she had woman instead of women. And then Kenya jokingly said, because it's a habit. And she was like, Kelly was like, are you serious? It's a habit. She's like, I'm just being silly. She's just being silly with the answer about it's a habit. And then there's another question that Britt read, like, it was another question for Kenya about not being nice to Britt. How she has the attitude with Britt. Can you like be nice to Britt without the attitude? I was like, here we go. Here we go. And then Kenya's like, I can be nice to everyone, and now without the attitude, I have been, nice to everyone and not talk nice to everyone without the attitude. And she's like, I was talking about me. They were talking about me. Talking about me. And then Kenya's like, okay. I see you want a moment. You can have your moment. She's like, about, no, you need a moment. And then Kenya was like, I am the moment. And then, Kenya had called her a peasant, talked to a queen. I was cracking up, and that took Brit over the edge. She said, "But I haven't sent for her." She's like, and then Kid was like, "Thank you for using my catchphrase." And then Angela was like, "Okay, dinner's over. We have to go home." And then they was getting up from the table. Brit was still going off, calling her B and stuff like that. And then Angela tried to get everybody out of there. Then dinner is over. Y'all can go home. Here go your gifts. Some F and W gifts. I'm thinking it's like a bag. I want to say, I don't know, but it was nice. It was nice that she had a box of gifts, a gift box, I should say, for the ladies as they was leaving her dinner. So, and Brett, she got talking about, let me call my husband. Let me call my husband who loved me. And then we see Mike coming from the back. I'm like, so he was there the whole time. But sometimes it's given like a Kim or Corey, whatever his fucking name is. They no longer together. But yeah, cause I remember Kim used to do that with Corey. So excuse me. Yeah, so it's giving codependent, and I'm like, okay, I could see Kelly bodyguard being there. And then she said, "You gonna be respectful and stuff like that. You have lost your mind. I don't know who you talking to. Um, Talking about she got a pistol. I still got my pistol." And Kelly was trying to get her to calm down. She said, "Cause Big Kenny is there, cause Kelly got her security with her." And then she got proceed to go out there. Mike showed up, went to proceed to go out the door, still talking ish about whips and pistols and stuff like that. You gonna be respectful since that King is the type that keep poking. I'm like, she didn't even poke you. The bitch barely touched you. Okay, because that peasant comment was light work for Kenya. Because in the past, child, we see how Kenya move with newbies in the past. So Kenya was innocent in this whole situation, okay? And we could as Kenya was walking out the door, I see she was visibly worried because she hearing, mind you, they still mic'd up. You still can hear the person, and then the person trying to yell and talking loud. And then production, we see some production people and security, some kind of, I don't know who security it was. I know Kelly got security. I don't know if it's security of the bank vault place or was it security for production with the production team. So did you see them? They was like a lot of people just standing out there just hearing this girl as Mike trying to unmic uh Brit. And he even said she was doing too much. So it's just like, I don't know if she drunk or something, but yeah, girl, no. Kenya looked at Invisible uncomfortable because one moment she was calling out for Drew and Porsha. And they was making their way out because they had their hands full with the gifts and stuff and they bags and stuff like that. So Kenya said her car not there because Porsha got her car there. Because I think Kenya was waiting on her car to arrive. So Porsha and Porsha offered Kenya a ride. Kenya got in the back, and then we see they pulled off. So yeah, and all this happened in front of production. I'm like, production must not like Kenya or try to get Kenya off the show or something because um they were just standing there like nothing is happening. Nobody, production people approach Brit. Only Kelly and Angela was trying to talk her down. Like even everybody in the confession was like, it was a lot of energy. It was unnecessary energy from Brit. And they're looking like, whoa, what the heck just happened? So yeah, at this point in time, I don't give a damn what can you do next episode. I'm gonna be honest. Because Brit, you lied when this initially came out last year when all this happened. And you talking about you never threatened anyone. Mentioning a firearm being on you or in that you have it, nobody finna be willing to gamble and engage you once you said something like that in real life, especially if they want to keep their life, okay? If they not about that life. Okay, so that's like some love and hip hop shit. Okay, keep that over there. I know y'all in ATL, but no, it's a different show. And I'm side-eyeing the hell out of production. Like, y'all let this shit ride. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, in my opinion, both of their ass should have been suspended. So y'all chose a new girl over Kenya, the OG. I guess. I mean, I think the Blicky part is almost as important and equal as the alleged revenge porn thing situation that's supposed to happen next episode. And next episode might be Kenya last episode. I don't know. So we shall see. Even though we see a preview of Brit want to apologize, she was trying to threaten Kenya or something. I saw a flash. I was like, but you did. It's like you be doing stuff or have this imagination about what went down, but what you did, you said it not once but twice, honey, about a pistol. a blicky being that you got it and you will get it. That's what it's giving. Like, and you see Kim being visibly shaking up, like I said, and even Kim was shocked. She was like, I wish she would do something to me so she can go. Because when they roll off, she did mention about what Brit said. What Brit said, and then it was just a lot. It was just wild. So we shall see how next episode play out when it comes to Kenya and her hair spa event. I just wish I think they both should have got punished, in my opinion. But I wish I didn't mind. I didn't care what she do in retaliation towards Brit at this moment. I really don't. I just wish she hasn't did it at the spa event, her business. I didn't like how she had to do it at that place. She could have did somewhere else, but not at her place of business. I just wish she hasn't done that. So it is what it is. So yeah, that was episode 4 of season 16 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. If you made it this far, make sure you are subscribed, hit the like button for you, girl, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye. On track, now we way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up.